Hello everyone, Nick Favazzo here, going to take you on a quick walkthrough of the JBL Navigate Test Prep tool that you have available to you on the Navigate Learning Management System. If you haven't started using this, now is the time. Start early in P4 and use it frequently. That way you get familiar with computer-based testing and some of the questions and formats that you'll see on the state exam. It's a very good tool to help you study. I've switched my screen. I'm on a student mode, so this is pretty similar to what you should see when you log into Navigate. Under the main header, if you scroll down under all the introductory stuff, you come to the Test Prep icon. I'm going to bring this up. There it is in the middle of the screen. Go ahead and click on Launch. It'll open it up in a new window, and it defaults to the Paramedic Test Prep. Go ahead and click on Continue. And it gives you two options. The practice exam is good, especially if you haven't used this before. It will present questions, and immediately after you answer, it will give you feedback on each individual question, stating if you're right or wrong, along with the annotated answer as to why you're right or wrong. So that's a great study tool. It helps you kind of get familiar with the testing process and the questions, and also to reinforce your studies in specific areas that you may need to go back and refresh on as we get closer to the test time. The final exam, and you can take these multiple times, but the difference in the final exam, if you select that, it will not give you feedback until the end. And what it'll do is give you an aggregate score in each category, very similar to how the state calculates your score, and you're looking for an 80% or better. And if you have less than an 80, obviously that's a weak subject matter area, and you need to go back and study that. But for this, like I said, let's say you haven't messed around with this at all, so we're going to generate a practice exam. And based on stuff that we've done in class, let's do 20 airway questions, 20 cardiology, and you just go in these white boxes to the right of each category and go ahead and input how many questions you want in each category. We haven't done much of OB, we're just getting into that, but trauma, we'll add 20 from there too. So let's just do a 60 question test for now, and we'll go ahead and click Generate Exam. This is very similar to the format you're going to see on the state exam. So this is going to, like I said, help you get familiarized with it. Pretty straightforward questions. What you may see on the state exam as opposed to here, where it says you should, it may say what should you do. And as a quick tip, whenever you see these, what should you do or what should you suspect, they're asking for the best answer. That means, what should you do first? What should you suspect first or most? And it may not state that specifically, but you always need to interject that into your mind when you're reading these questions, because there may be more than one and sometimes all four answers that are correct. But we need to know which one is most correct. So here we have a 50-year-old woman, pulseless apneic, partner, an emergency medical responder are performing well-coordinated CPR, so we know that's the most important. That's in place. After 2 minutes, the cardiac monitor reveals coarse VFib. What do you want to do? Well, defibrillation definitely seems like a good option. We know that CPR is important, so we want to jump right back on the chest. And we've done away with stack shocks. We know we're not going to do a pulse check until our next time around, or C looks like a good option here, so we're going to click on it, and it says that's correct, and it gives you the annotated rationale behind it. There you go. So this is how the practice exam works. I really encourage you to go ahead and start doing these as frequently as possible. Set some time aside, maybe time yourself. Give yourself a minute to 2 minutes per question, and try to go through here and really challenge yourself to do well in this. It's going to help you with the state exam. Hopefully this helps. If you have any more questions, I'm available nfavazzo, Favazzo, @edison.edu. Good luck on your state exam.